What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. What y'all about to hear is Eazy, the block captain's one of his best friends, also was his acting bodyguard, where he would be going to events and things like this. This was his protector and shooter, who was actually at his side, like everywhere he would go. And this is him giving the graphic detail breakdown of what happened the night in question of Papoose putting hands on Eazy. Now he's going to give the whole breakdown and tell you exactly what happened that Eazy was lying about. And that since they ain't on good terms no more, they had a fallout. I told y'all, man, Eazy, man. I even when you try to make a case for him, it's hard to make a case for him, man. But his character is definitely shady. Again, this is one of his bodyguards, man. This brother right here, they call him Muslim Poppy. You know what I mean? And he basically was, you know, Eazy protector. And Eazy was basically even trying to play him shady. Didn't really want him getting no money. Didn't really want to give him any money, but want him to take these penitentiary chances for him and, you know, do his dirty work for him, even if it meant allegedly putting somebody underground or putting the dukes on somebody. But he didn't even want to properly pay and reward the man. Not even when it came to like trying to get the man to do other things like hosting and, you know, doing all type of security at events. He still didn't really want to properly pay the man. He just figured that the man was being rewarded. His reward was him being at his side, like on some groupie type stuff. Well, the brother had enough of it. He was tired of it. You know what I mean? And he basically saying like, hold on. You need me. I don't need you. Type stuff, to the point where they fall out and he no longer is cool with Eazy. So he decided to give the whole truth for everything that was going on. And y'all want to hear this part. Shouts out to Polo from Black Compass, who got this clip and actually did a breakdown on it on his show. So I'm gonna let y'all hear some of this, or what the brother said, especially on this situation right here. Since I be covering the Papoose, Remy, Clarissa Shields, Eazy situation, this is something we need to talk about. So watch this.
He was screaming for my help. Haas, the nigga snuck me. I lied for you, said ain't nothing happened.
Okay, like right there. He said when Papoose was putting hands on Eazy, Eazy got to crying for him because he wasn't there. He had walked away and went and take care of some things. So Papoose ended up, just so happened to, when he was gone to go do something real quick, Papoose just so happened pulls up and, you know, got the beating the brakes off of him. And Eazy was screaming for him like, Haas, where you at? Where you at? Screaming for help from his, again, his shooter and protector.
I let niggas think. Yo, the crazy thing is, niggas knew I was up there with him. It made it seem like I let him get his ass whipped by Pat. I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000. Do I think he could have beat Pat head up? Fuck no. I feel like the nigga Pat can really rumble. That's how I know it would have been a crazy match for me. I feel like the nigga Pat really can crack. He rumbling. Nigga, I didn't explain to y'all real quick. I didn't explain to y'all.
This is crazy.
So according to what he just said, he like, do I think Papoose would have beat up Eazy? You're like, absolutely not. I don't think he would have beat up Eazy. No. He said, do I think Eazy would have beat up Pap? He like, no, I don't think Eazy could have beat up Pap, no matter how Eazy may say he caught me off guard, whatever. He like, cause Pap could really rumble, so he probably would have been a match for me, because he basically saying, I know how to fight, Pap know how to fight. So if I happen to if I didn't leave that split second to go take care of something to come back, that might have would have been a match for him, basically, because he's saying just like he could box, Pap could box.
When he told me the story, what happened, he like, main man came in, hit me with the 2 clean joints. Is really 3, but he said the 2 clean. He hit me with 2 clean. What is my cat doing? Yo, he said he hit me with 2 clean joints. He said he snuck him, right? He buckled, hit the wall, and then he hit him again. He said he didn't get dropped. He lied. He told me he got dropped, but he got dropped off the second joint because he got caught off guard.
Okay, so right there. So when everybody say Pap like knocked him out, he hit the floor, that's his bodyguard like confirming it, that's exactly what happened. He caught him once, he hit the wall, then he caught him again while he was on the wall, and he dropped to the floor. So that's the bodyguard, Muslim Poppy, Eazy, protecting security, actually explaining what happened and what was told out of his mouth, what was told to him out of Eazy's very own mouth.
So if he got caught off guard, that means his back was to the door. I don't believe that. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I feel like he was face head up. He seen Pat come through that door. He probably froze or whatever. But
okay, so that's another thing. So his bodyguard wasn't buying his story because he's trying to make it seem as though Pap caught him off guard. But according to his bodyguard, he don't believe that. He believe it. Pap looked him in his eyes and popped off on him. It wasn't no, he caught me off guard, I ain't see it coming.
Even if he didn't, he said he got hit with 2 cleans on. Who bang? He hit the ground. Main man started going on him. I guess Rem was like, "Dang, get off!" I mean, telling the nigga get off of her dude. The 6'8" security guard is Papoose's security guard. You think he about to step in the middle of that? Security guard backed up and let you get packed out. That's what happened.
Okay, that's another thing we see. So the security guard that was there protecting Remy was no other than Papoose's bodyguard. So that's why they stepped to the side, allowed Papoose to do what he did, and there was no interference because they was actually Papoose's bodyguards. That was bodyguarding Remy.
He's talking about he ran out. I really think Pat probably did walk out the front door.
Wait, so he got hit 3 times?
The thing is, he probably did that when I went down the street and seen Eazy punched on. That shit was crazy.
Okay, so that's another thing. He saw Eazy run down the street, and Eazy was punched.
How it started, we go to the first Remy tournament, right? Her first tournament. You know, we there. I'm assuming Pat gonna pull up. Well, I tell a nigga, he like, yo, say the nigga shake my hand. I tell this nigga, it's crazy because Pap said the same shit. Pap like, yo, I ain't knocked you out because you was messing with my wife. I knocked you out because you shook my hand and then messed with my wife. I told this nigga Eazy, do not shake his hand. I don't know what made me say that, mind you, but it was so like, damn.
So Papoose was telling the truth.
Shake his hand for like.
Okay, so basically what Muslim Poppy is saying, so they knew that Remy and Eazy was having sex, and he was telling the guy, what if Pap pull up and he want to shake my hand? So the bodyguard like, don't shake that nigga hand. You know what I mean? But it happened, and Eazy did end up shaking his hand because he's faking like he's just Remy artist. So Pap under the impression this just Remy artists don't know they screwing each other. So when he reach out to shake his hand, Eazy shake his hand. So Pap was telling the truth, and he was disappointed in the idea of finding out Oh, y'all having sex with each other? Well, you shook my hand at the event. So that right there. So this what I was trying to tell y'all. The battle rap community, we already knew. We knew already. But because it's a small community, other people didn't know. We knew what was going on. Remember, here's Eazy telling everything that's going on to his bodyguard and his people and them telling everybody else in battle rap. We all knew. We all knew. I'm telling you, I was on a three-way call. The other person didn't even know I was on a three-way call. I was listening in. You get what I mean? That's how come I know what I'm talking about when I'm covering this. You know what I mean? And they was giving it. And I've had all the information. And it was from reliable sources who was actually there. Didn't know I was on the other end. You get what I mean? So yeah, without a doubt, we knew. We knew. We all knew. And that's how come other social media platforms don't have this knowledge. They don't have this knowledge. They didn't know what was going on. That's why when I be breaking it down, I break it down. I know exactly where to go for the receipts. I know exactly the history, what was going on. So, yeah, that's what happened in that situation right there. So that was the truth.
We can take it back to the motherfucking we can take it back to the motherfucking Geechee Gotti battle. Like, nigga, why you telling all these people you deal with them, dumbass nigga? Stupid.
Right. The reason why he was telling everybody he was dealing with Remy because he was happy. Look, he did what any average dude would have did. You got to understand, he poor, didn't have no money. He used to being laughed at, ridiculed, mocked, and Remy was something to brag about. This was like his trophy. So he couldn't keep it a secret. And he wanted guys to be like, man, stop lying, because people looking at his position, how he looked and what he ain't got, and they can't believe Remy would even stoop down so low to even consider laying down with him in any type of way. So nobody really wanted to believe it. So he was telling people like, I am for real. Smell my fingers. He was still on his smell. You know how the homies do, like, man, she ain't give you none. Smell my fingers. Oh, she did. That is, like I told you, I ain't lying, bro. That's her. So he was on that. You get what I mean? And again, that's what you do when you broke and you ain't got nothing, and now you done came up, you believe, and you thinking things finna get even better for you. You can't keep it a secret. You can't. Now she gonna keep it a secret because she embarrassed by it. Since it's him, he not gonna keep it a secret because he proud about it. He proud about messing with somebody cute, nice figure, celebrity, who may got all this money and all these opportunities for him. She gonna be embarrassed about it and opposite of him because he ugly, ain't got no money, broke, struggling. So she don't want that to be known that I just did this. So it's two different things. Of course, she gonna be quiet. He not gonna be quiet though. And just like his bodyguard say, he was telling everybody. He was telling everybody. Which still falls back on her because, oh my gosh, man, she became a prison to her own folly, man. We're gonna talk about it though. She became a prisoner to her own folly, man. I'm just keeping it 100.
Where the volley at? All I hear is Haas. Wallahi. Haas. I'm like, yo, who the fuck calling me? I'm like, who's calling me? I look down the block. It's Eazy. I got the butters on. I'm running down a block, right? I'm running down a block. I pull up. I see Eazy got his eyes like red, and he got blood in his mouth because the nigga got braces. I'm like, what the fuck happened? He like, the nigga snuck me. The nigga snuck me. I jumped into Hulk mode. Wallahi, I put Eazy behind me because it's me and him in New York. I need my car because I need that thing. So
Nah, saying that on IG
ain't nothing
Live is
happening.
crazy.
Nobody. So
Okay, so this is again the bodyguard Hodge, what he was explaining. After the event, he went out to go get their car. Because remember, the event was over. So he going and get the car. Eazy is left in there, but Papoose is on the way in there while he out to go get the car. So he step out to go get the car so he could bring it around. So him and Eazy and them can get in. While he going and get the car, Eazy is left behind with Remy and them inside the event while people was getting out. Papoose is coming in the event. And Papoose is coming in the event. He beat the brakes off Eazy. Then he leaves. Then Eazy come out looking for him. Haas, where you at? Haas look, his eye red can pop. Pap just popped him in the eye, so his eye starting to swell. And his mouth full of blood. Because when Pap bust him in the face, his braces actually messed up his mouth because he got on braces. So his mouth bloodied. So his eye is swelling and his mouth is bloodied. Hodge, the bodyguard, see this and immediately put him behind his back and, you know, trying to get to the pistol. See what I mean? We need to talk about this. Now, since we see even more clear of what's happening. See how you put all the pieces together? You see how like it's all coming to play and how all the lies is now clearly being debunked. And the thing about it is, this was all Remy's doing. Terrible. Because now guns get involved. And y'all gonna want to hear this next one about how, and Remy actually said that too, but thought she was saying something real at what she was saying. Here's the thing people keep on forgetting that they not actually putting in play. Remy knew Papoose was on the way to the event. She didn't tell Eazy at all, knowing he was on the way, because her and Papoose lived together. Papoose told her before that day, he was going to be there and told Remy, if I see him, I'm hurting him. Remy knew Eazy was going to be there. They both had on the same outfits and clothes, so this was planned. This was planned. Both Eazy and Remy have on the same outfits, dressed alike. This was all planned. Papoose come through the door. He see it, just like he told Remy. Like, girl, you know I'm on the way here. What you doing? What you on? And he beat the brakes off Eazy. And she acting like she's stunned, like she have no clue when she already knew he was on the way. So Pap don't know Eazy gonna be there. Eazy don't know Pap ain't gonna be there. But guess who know they both gonna be there? Remy. Remy know they both gonna be there. So it's like, dang, what is she on and what is she masterminding? What is she masterminding? And then you see what she's masterminding, I believe. I believe she knowingly knew Pap could beat Eazy. Let Pap beat the brakes off Eazy to strike fear in Eazy to keep him under control. And allow Pap to be under control with the idea of knowing I'm messing with somebody else. So you get yourself in order too, because I'm playing off your love for me. Yeah, that's dirty. It's dirty. And it's evil. And this is what she's been known for doing. She been playing them both. She been playing them both to get what she want, man. And that's terrible. It's out of pocket and it's dangerous. It's like it's so messy. You can't feel sorry for nobody because they all in agreement in allowing this. We got it on a whole thing that she knew about it. Pap let it be known. Like, girl, you know I was on the way. You knew I was finna do something to him. I'm finna let y'all hear it. So here we go. Here's Papoose explaining that on the day of the event, him and Remy living in the same house. He's going to the event. She's aware he's coming to the event. Look at what he say.
She has the event. I'm going to the event because I go to all the events. I'm going to the event, but I'm hoping the lane ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to have to really put my hands on them. Cool. I'm getting dressed. She leaves. They start the event. I'm still at the crib. I get dressed. I go to the... Matter of fact, I can't even put that out there. Anyway, let me just say this. I found out the lane was there.
Now, when he make that statement, he talking about that's when the call came from Miss Hustle. Dude at the event. That's what he mean. Like, you know what? I can't put that out there. Let me just say I found out he was at the event. Even after he was already on the way to the event. After him and Remy had already talked about it. They was at home already together. He go to all the events. She know he's on the way. He actually even told her. That's why he make this statement right here.
I said, she got to be kidding me, man.
See? I said, she got to be kidding me, man. All right, look, why she got to be kidding you, Pap?
I done told you I'm going to put this nigga down and you bring him to the event. I done told you numerous times, when I catch this nigga, I'm going to put him down. Mind you, I finds out she got an apartment 40 minutes away from our crib where she lays up with the lane, leaves and says she's going to work, leaves, say she's going to do this and do that, but she goes to the crib. I've been there. I can actually give y'all the address.
Okay, you see that? See what I mean? See? She knew he was on the way. She know Eazy gonna be there. They dressed alike. What is she masterminding? You see what's happening? She know Pap on the way. She know what Pap is going to do to Eazy. Eazy have no idea Pap is on the way, but Remy do. See what's going on here? Like, come on, man. She masterminded that whole thing, man. And you know what? It get even darker. Look at what I'm finna show y'all now.